Welcome, welcome, welcome to my birthday bash. I am 1 year older than I was last year. Woohoo! And I am here to celebrate by telling God thank you for the gift of life that He has given me and for trusting me to impact the lives of others. Now, for those who have joined us on YouTube Live, you will be participating in this party as well. I also have some amazing young and, shall we say, seasoned adults with me today who are going to help me party. Before I bring them on stage, let me walk the red carpet by telling my TLOD story to give you the backstory of the lives that were impacted through the organization I and my guests are connected to called Top Ladies of Distinction. And you may hear me go back and forth, TLOD, Top Ladies of Distinction. It's all one love. So, my induction into Top Ladies of Distinction, it was a day that is forever imprinted in my mind and my heart. You see, I was nurtured and developed by Top Ladies of Distinction as a former top teen. Becoming a top lady was my way of paying it forward for all that the organization had poured into me. And the cherry on top of the cake was the fact that my mom, the late Versie DuPont, she flew all the way from Georgia to New York just to pin me during my induction ceremony. Now, I later transferred my membership to Georgia when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer so that, I can be present with her for her fight. And let me just say she fought well. During my transfer, and while I've been here in Georgia, I was approached twice to organize a chapter here in Atlanta. Now, the first time was when I first moved to Georgia. The second time was when I was faithfully serving with a chapter here in the Atlanta area. Now, I absolutely appreciated the vote of confidence of those who asked me to organize the chapter. However, I did not move until God planted the seed in my heart. And now, please bear with me. I am speaking and I am working tech. And so let me share with you as I walk down memory lane. Here we go. Okay, so the day I felt God's release to expand TLOD into North Atlanta, it was one of those moments when I could clearly answer the question, do you know where you were and what you were doing when so-and-so happened in history? My heart's desire from the beginning was that the North Atlanta chapter of Top Ladies of Distinction be a place where ladies and teens could bring their gifts and talents to the table and align their gifts and their talents with the mission of the organization to serve youth and adults. Now, I'm about to bring a phenomenal top lady to the stage. She will serve as our moderator for today. Hello, hello, hello. Let me properly introduce you. With an educational background in industrial and systems engineering, project management, Lean Six Sigma, and continuous improvement, Lady Dorian Brock has not only used her expertise to positively impact processes and operations, but also people and organizations. And in her career and organizational roles, Lady Dorian develops leaders in all walks of life and industry by equipping them with tools to demolish, I like that word, to demolish the personal roadblocks experience in their professional and personal lives. She enables these individuals to become the leaders they need in order to succeed by empowering them to take hold of the reins of responsibility for their own success. Come on now. Her leadership style is nurturing and bespoke. And when asked why serving others is important to her, Dorian responded, I serve because I know how it is to be lost without direction, left without a goodbye, made to feel not enough, to try and fail, to give your all with nothing in return. The source created her to be a resource that can be drawn on by people and organizations in order to function effectively. Ultimately, Lady Dorian's purpose is to get others from where they are to where God has them to be. How about that for phenomenal? Now, if you are live, let me see you in the chat. Give it up for our moderator, Dorian Brock. And let me encourage you, if you're watching us live, we're going to have giveaways because this is a celebration. This is a birthday bash. And your eligibility for giveaways is going to be dependent on you commenting in the comment section. So be sure during this whole party that you drop a comment in the comment section. Lady Dorian, you have the stage. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that welcome, Lady Rasanya. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello to our panelists as well as everyone joining us live. I am indeed honored that Rasanya asked me to be a part of this celebration of life. July is going to be a party, a praise party. Okay. And now, before we begin, I do want to give again the reminder. Whoever comments during our live session today will be eligible to win giveaways. We love and encourage your engagement. And so we will go ahead and get started with today's discussion. So hello to our panelists.
Hi.
Hello. Good day, everybody.
Hi.
All right, so in our brief time together today, ladies, I would like for us to discuss 3 areas of impact. So today, let's talk about the impact that the organization Top Ladies of Distinction, that we have just previously talked about, have on yourself, your immediate circle and community, and also the environment, okay? So we'll go ahead and start with what you experienced personally. So this is my first question. How did your experience have an impact on maybe your courage or confidence, the way that you lead now, or maybe the way that you innovate or create? And tell us more about what it is that you do that Top Ladies has made an impact on. And don't feel afraid to toot your own horn at all, brag, boast, give it all to us. So, Lady Mackenzie, we'll go ahead and start with you. Tell us a little about your history and how it has Top Ladies has impacted you personally.
Top Ladies, how has Top Ladies of Distinction impacted me? Well, I joined Top Ladies of Distinction to give back. I am a former top teen from Savannah, Georgia, and I loved what we did. I love what we did in the community. I love how they prepared me for college. I loved how they helped me develop my social skills. I just loved everything about being a top teen. So when I got older and I became wiser, I said that I wanted to give back to my community. I have a daughter, but I wanted her to instill things in her outside of just morals. I wanted her to have friends for, for for the rest of her life. I wanted her to be able to lean on other people that, that were in organizations just like her, just to give her a different perspective. So with that being said, I joined Top Ladies of Distinction. Top ladies have impacted me in so many ways. Top ladies have helped me to develop in areas that I didn't think that I would be able to develop in. My network has grown, and I have so many sisters that I can always call on for any and everything. I just have been impacted in so many different ways. I've been able to develop in different areas with work, um, with my personal life, in every way that I can think of.
Thank you so much for that. I know that it's probably amazing to see maybe kind of the parallel of your experience as a top teen and then now your daughters as well. And seeing and noticing that your growth that you have experienced during that time as a teen, and then also just being there to witness firsthand your daughter's development as well. I know that it's such a special bond that you all would have together because you all share that same experience. I think that's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Well, Charlotte, I want to ask you, as a former top teen and now transitioning into top ladies, what was your experience of development and maybe how you approach, going forward in your life as a young woman? How did top ladies, or excuse me, top teens, help you and prepare for you, maybe with your courage and your confidence and moving forward in your life as a young woman?
For me, top teams helped me, like, if I ever needed help, like, outside of the organization, like, I needed somebody that I can just call on to encourage me. I had that. It helped me grow a bond with teams that I still talk to outside of the organization. It helped me get through school mostly. When the scholarships opportunity came up, I took advantage of it. And I just loved how every meeting we had, we communicated before, after, during, it didn't matter. Top teams taught me to never be afraid and always stick up for what I believe in.
Thank you. I love that. The the bond that you had spoke about, bringing about community, it created for you a community, not only just for that part in your life, but you built friendships, intimate friendships and relationships with individuals, other teens that you all can continue to expound upon and build and have friendships for a lifetime. How Lady McKenzie mentioned earlier about her network, growing and expanding. And it's so important at such a young age to be able to have that network as you journey through life. So thank you for that. And actually brings me to a next question. And Mama Jo, we have not forgot about you. I want to next talk about how you were impacted relationally within your community and immediate circle when it came to top ladies. So when we talked about our network and we talked about having bonds, how did your experience impact your connections with others specifically? If there was a specific maybe event or experience that you had with someone within the organization that you may say is memorable or life changing?
So two events that I can remember is when my grandfather um, passed away. It was Lady McKenzie, Lady Sonia. Basically, a lot of the ladies came and they showed their support. Um, Lady Versania sent was it a ham? I think it was a ham to my aunt's house or somewhere by my aunt's house, and we went to go get it to serve at the repast. And then for my graduation, I thought nobody was gonna come. I was like really sad because like nobody showed up. So I was like, oh my God, I hope people come. And then I got surprised by Lady Rasanya, Lady Nakinji, and Lady Sonia showing up. So it just helped me to really teach myself how to be patient and that people come in due time.
Oh, I love that. Just the support that you have shared that you experience, and just thinking when maybe you don't have that support system, that someone is there, even if they're sometimes not there physically, but they're in spirit, whether it's through food, whether it's through a prayer, whether it's through a phone call or a card, and that just shows the love, the um, the support, the grace, the compassion, and empathy that we all share within Top Ladies. And it's just amazing. And I just love that you were able to experience that, in your time of need, as well as in your time of celebration, that both sides, the good and the bad, that support was shown. So that was awesome. What about you, Joy? What experiences have you had relationally with maybe other parents, other or just throughout teens? Tell us a little bit about your experience with connection with others that was able to be built.
I have been about to jump out of my chair to get my turn and start talking. First of all, thank you so much to Lady Virginia for choosing me to celebrate her life this month. Let me just jump into it and put me on a timer because I could go on and on and on about TLOD and top teens. I want to jump into what you just asked a few minutes ago in terms of the networking and how the impact. Your former top teen, my son now Isaiah, is the only child. And when he became a member of Top Teens, I will tell you, we were in the middle of making a choice between another organization where two of them went up the hill to pitch a bale of water, and one fell down and broke his crown, and the other one came tumbling after them. We chose, I'm so grateful, we chose Top Teens of America. I just cannot express these ladies, these two ladies in particular, Lady Nakinji and Lady Versanya, for embracing my son. I want to tell you the impact that being a part of this organization has had on my son and myself as a parent. He was one of those kids who really wasn't talking and doing a lot, but when he jumped into Top Teens and embraced the philosophy and the other teens that he started to meet, he started to blossom. We followed, let me tell you, we followed Lady Versanya to her chartering to North Atlanta. So we've been around in Top Teens for a while, but we followed her, and that's the impact that she had on my son and me because we wanted to go where she was going. Now is at North Carolina A&T. Let me tell you how big this network is, and I love it. I love it. We reached out to the area chairperson in that area. When I tell you, when we got to that campus, one of the former Top Teens grabbed Niall and took him on North Carolina A&T's campus. She has called and followed up with him to make sure he had everything. The area rep was making phone calls. When I tell you all I had to do was sit back and relax, it is the kind of networking that I wish I had at a younger age. I don't want to date myself, but we didn't have, as far as I knew, I grew up in Birmingham, and there probably was a chapter here, but it was nothing like Georgia, North Carolina, New York, all these chapters, Houston, Texas. This kid has been places and traveled with these ladies. And when I say sometime I had to remember if I was the mom, because these ladies took him and they went on about their business. And it's so much love, and I mean, my gratitude, that's just my word. It's gratitude. And I encourage anyone who is listening to us via YouTube, and you may have challenges with your children, or maybe not even challenges, but need them to start to grow and get into their themselves and into their truth. That's the buzzword. I would encourage you to look at Top Ladies of Distinction. I really would. In the Top Teens of America program, I'm connected. Yeah, he's in college now. I'm all in. These ladies know they call me Mama Joy. And after a while, to your surprise, I will be making things officially. I'll just say that. But I love this organization. I respect these ladies so much.
Thank you so much, Mama Joy, for your just for sharing. As a graduate from North Carolina A&T, got to Aggie Pride. Are you there? You back with us?
Okay.
Okay, we lost you for a second.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up because I probably run out of time. But know that I am sending and encouraging you, like I said before, to look at Top Ladies of Distinction. I am constantly talking about it to anybody, everybody that I'm meeting who have teens. I have a co-worker who's in Providence, Rhode Island. I just talked to Lady Versania about it. And I'm looking forward to her kids traveling down to New York, because the mother said she would take them to New York to one of those chapters because of what I've shared that made the difference in my son's life. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mama Joy, for sharing. I just love this story of how your son's experience has impacted you personally and the decisions that you may want to make for your future. So I love that. And I know that Nana is very well taken care of, and he is over there in Aggie land. And that's how we do as Aggies. We don't know a stranger. Okay. So I know that someone who took him as probably a former teen and as an Aggie, he just took him and embraced him. And I know that he is in good care and is being loved on, and that is amazing. And I love how no matter where we are or where we go as Top Ladies, it's already love. As long as we know we can communicate, like, oh, I am a member also. Well, what about your children? Your children are our children. We got them. Don't worry about them. You can send them whatever you need or want to send them, but we have them taken care of. No problem at all. So I love that. So we're going to go into our very last question. Lastly, I want you all to tell us what you observed throughout your environment. So we talked about our personal experiences and just with our community, but what have you seen Top Ladies do in the community outside of the organization, and how were you able to be involved in that? And that will be our last question. So if there's any additional information you would like to share about your experiences, please feel free to include that as well.
Are we calling names out? Jump on back.
This is going to be everyone last is going. So go ahead, Mama Joy, if you want to go ahead and start.
Okay, well, I will tell you, sort of growing up and being involved in other organizations prior to having information about Top Ladies of Distinction, their impact on the community is worldwide. I will say, out in the Texas area, they are something serious. They're all over the place. And when it comes to North Atlanta specifically, I have seen these ladies, whether it's 2 or 3, they are constantly impacting the area. Other chapters along, and that's the other thing I do love about Georgia, the camaraderie, especially in the metro Atlanta, the outskirts. This organization, they get together. It's not this thing about, oh, well, that's this chapter or that chapter. Their goal is we're Top Ladies of Distinction, and the things that they tend to do together impacts the community. It's a very personal impact. I remember when we first came on with the other chapter, they were going to the nursing home. I think it was once a month or every 2 months, and nursing homes are very passionate for me because my grandmother used to own nursing homes. And when I saw that and just the care that is given to the community and the sincerity that comes along with it, it makes me constantly think about what service do I need to continue to provide. It has encouraged me to do more. As much as I've done, this group of ladies encourage, not even by asking, is by demonstration. They model what women do to impact the community. When I even think about the women's suffrage around 1912, 1913, that movement up in DC, I think about top ladies of distinction. They are making an impact individually and collectively. And that is something that continuously inspires me to just want to leave some legacy, that the influence that these ladies, and particularly these two, have had in my life. I've got a top son. Look at Lady Versanya over there. I got to come up. I got to come up. The constant engagement of input and encouragement from Lady Nakenji as well, and just seeing what they do, it's a norm. I can't, I'm coming up.
That's okay. We are here to watch the come up and the glow up. We are here for it, Mama Joy.
Thank
All right,
you.
Nakenji, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you. What was your observations of TLOD's impact within our environment? Oh, I think you're on mute.
As Mama Joy stated, going to the nursing home, being able to, talk and communicate with the residents, that is always a joy for me. And just being able to beautify our community. I love that about Top Ladies of Distinction. Although in North Atlanta is always nice, but being able to go in and make sure that we can continue to beautify and, putting flowers out, that's one of the major things that I love about Top Ladies, and just being able to help out in the community in any way that we can. That is something big for me. Being able to just go out and be able to give back and to be able to watch our community grow, because we are in our community and helping and assisting in our community. That is one of the things that I love about Top Ladies of Distinction.
Great. Thank you for sharing. All right, Friday. Last but definitely not least, what did you experience as Top Ladies was out in our community making an impact?
For me, it would be like communicating, like not only like with the North Atlanta chapter, but we got the opportunity to meet different teams from different chapters. Like we had different what's it called? Like we had different, even though we had like different chapters, we would always try and do something together with the different chapters. Like the Atlanta Peachtree chapter, we'd collect trash with them or stuff like that. Even if it was like 2 or 3 people, we still found some way to show up and do something with each other.
Again, that is that building that bond and that network while serving your community, which is amazing. And I want to thank you all for your shares. Thank everyone, all the panelists for sharing their amazing experiences with us today. It's really heartwarming and encouraging to hear the stories of growth and transformation and impact. And I know all of us and those who are joining us live will be walking away from our time together today, encouraged and empowered to be used and to be a vessel to positively impact the lives of others. So now I will go ahead and turn this back over to Lady Versanya for any closing remarks and reminders about our party this month.
Yes. So I just want to say thank you for coming to my birthday bash. Thank you for joining with me and just giving God the praise for all that He has done. And can we give it up for our moderator, Madam Dorian Block, Leadership Empowerment Coach of Next Blessed Thing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm celebrating all month. The next birthday bash celebration is going to be next week on July 7th. That's Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come out and join the party. And remember, If you join and comment during the live session, your name will be entered in to win a giveaway. Thank you so much. Be blessed. And it's my birthday. It's a celebration.
Yay!